Denny's was founded by Harold Butler and Richard Jacek, who opened Denny's Donuts in Lakewood, California in 1953. In 1956, a year after Jacek's departure from the then six-store chain, Butler changed the concept, shifting it from the donut shop to a coffee shop with store number 8. Denny's Donuts was renamed Denny's Coffee Shops and changed its operation to 24 hours. During the 1950s, Los Angeles architects Armit and Davis created a new prototype building with a boomerang-shaped roof that became a model for stores built all over the country. They also redesigned a second prototype in 1965 with a zigzag shingled roof. These designs enabled Googie architecture to spread across America. Many Denny's locations were built near freeway off-ramps, leading to larger and larger signage. In 1959, to avoid confusion with Los Angeles restaurant chain Coffee Dance, Butler changed the name from Denny's Coffee Shops to Denny's Coffee Shops in 1961. Denny's Coffee Shops was renamed Denny's. The business continued to expand, and by 1981, there were all over 1,000 restaurants in all 50 U.S. states. The company absorbed many of the old Sambo's restaurants and used their mid-century design in some of their restaurants. In 1977, Denny's reintroduced the still popular Grand Slam breakfast. In 1994, Denny's became the largest corporate sponsor of Save the Children, a national charity. All but 6 Denny's closed for the first time ever on Christmas 1988. Many of the restaurants were built without locks, and some of them had reportedly lost their keys. Denny's main offices were located in La Miranda, California until 1989. At that time, the office was first moved to Irvine, California, and subsequently moved to the Spartanburg, South Carolina headquarters to a parent company, Trans World Corporation, TW Corporation, that acquired Denny's in 1987. In 1992, private equity firm Kohlberg Kravis Roberts acquired a 47% interest in TW Corporation, later known as the Flagstar Companies, to encourage the company to sell non-core businesses. Eventually, Denny's corporations dominated the parent company to such an extent that the Flagstar Companies changed its name again to Denny's Corporation, and it now trades on the NASDAQ under the symbol DEN. From 1990 through 1996, Denny's offered the free meal to anyone on his or her birthday. The offer included unlimited number of meal options from a special birthday menu. The promotion began in the 1990s, though occasionally the individual franchisees had offered it before that time. Because too many people went to Denny's more than once on their birthdays, the management had to restrict the rules to only one meal per person per birthday, only on the actual birthday, with proof of a legal birth date required, such as a driver's license, other photo ID, or birth certificate. Since 2009, the restaurant chain has offered a free birthday built your own slam on the customer's birthday. In 1994, Denny's began renovating its stores with a lighter color scheme. Select locations also began serving Baskin-Robbins ice cream for a short time. Houston, Texas was the test market for the chain-wide renovation. Denny's opened its first restaurant in Australia in December 1982 in the suburb of Forest Hill, Melbourne. The Australian franchise was owned by Ansett Australia and expanded into other states throughout the 1980s. However, changing tastes of the Australian consumer led to a sale of the chain in 1989 and its closure shortly thereafter. Denny's Diner prototype. Some of Denny's restaurants employ for diner concept using modular buildings that resemble classic 1950s diners. In May 1997, the first Denny's Classic Diner was opened in Fort Myers, Florida. The diner concept was created by Marcia, Mark, and Todd York, the principals of Denny's franchisee, SWFRI Incorporated. Today, there are about 40 Denny's diners in the United States. Additionally, there are several diners that resemble the modular buildings but are actually stick construction. Domestic and international growth. In July 2010, Denny's presence in the United States saw a major expansion when pilot Flying J started opening Denny's locations of starting inside their Flying J branded truck stop locations. 123 Pilot J Flying J conversions were eventually completed. As of the end of 2011, there were a total of 1,685 Denny's restaurants. While the company owns and operates some restaurants, the majority are operated through the franchising model. 1,593 of Denny's 1,698 restaurants are located in the 50 U.S. states, including the District of Columbia, Guam, and Puerto Rico, 1 in Chile, 60 in Canada, 5 in Mexico, 3 in Costa Rica, 2 in Honduras, 1 in El Salvador, 2 in the United Kingdom, and 8 in New Zealand. There is also a Denny's attached to a holiday beach hotel in Ultra Benda, Willemstad, Caracciolo, along with a regular Denny's menu. The Caracciolo restaurant offers a selection of local criollo dishes. This is also true of the 2 locations in Guam, which have a separate only on Guam menu featuring chamorro style dishes. There are also about 578 Denny's restaurants in Japan, operated independently under a license of a subsidiary of Seven and I Holdings since 1984. The first Denny's restaurant in Japan opened on the first floor of the Ito-Yokado in Kamiyoga, Kohanku, Yokohama, Kanagawa Prefecture, on April 27, 1974. However, it closed on March 20, 2017 on account of the demolition of the building on Ito-Yokado. In June 2012, Denny's opened a location in the Las Americas International Airport, its first location in an airport, and its first in the Dominican Republic. In July 2012, Denny's announced it had signed an agreement with a franchisee to open 50 restaurants in southern China over 15 years. Beginning in 2013, this makes it Denny's largest international development deal at the time. In August 29, 2014, Denny's opened its first location in New York City, with some patrons waiting as long as 2 hours before its official opening to eat there. Located in Lower Manhattan, the location is designed to be more upscale than the typical Denny's serves alcohol and offers a location exclusive $300 Grand Cru Slam, which is a typical Grand Slam breakfast served with a bottled down Caribbean. In November 19, 2017, it was announced that Denny's was to open its first UK restaurant in Swansea in December 2017 as part of Park Towie's 15 million redevelopment scheme, occupying a 4,000 square feet unit. The restaurant opened on Christmas Day 2017 for the homeless people in the city of Swansea, although the official opening to the general public was on December 27th.